Hey guys, what's up? Sean here again, and I'm doing another premium Spig Up review. This time it is on ShopGUI Plus. I will have the price on the screen again, and if you can tell, this is actually from my tutorial server, as I just done a review on another plugin called Enchantments Plus. So basically, this GUI Shop Plus, or no, ShopGUI Plus, I always get them mixed around, is a shop system for your server. The base command is /shop, and of course it'll bring up the shop. You can do shop then the name. So before I go into that, I just want to make it clear that you need these requirements. You need Spig Up 1.7.10 or later, so any 1.7.10 or 1.8, 1.8.1, 1.8.2, so on higher. You can't go any lower than 1.7.10 from what I see. Haven't tried. You also need Fault for the, I believe, the economy system. So you need to have them installed. I have links to both them in the description, and yeah. So basically, what this shop plugin is it's basically a advanced version of a shop system. My bad. And if we do /shop, we have the food, mining, farming, rules up, permissions, enchants, commands, fireworks, and spawners. That's the awesome thing about this, is that you can sell like permissions, you can sell enchants, you can sell commands, do permissions, you can do spawners, you can do fireworks. It comes with so much. There's so much more that I'll get into in a minute, and I'll get into the config after too. So I'll go ahead and start with the first one, obviously, which is food. So when you first open it, you can choose how many pages you want. You don't choose. Basically what you do is in the config you write page : then what page you want it on. I'll show that in a minute, like I do with my other plugins. I show how to use the config, and basically let's find one. You can make it so you can only sell it, you can make it so you can only buy it. They do support laws, they do support custom names. You can change the names of the GUIs, you can go back to the categories, you can disable all this, you can do pretty much anything you want with this plugin. So if I go ahead and show some more features of it, and I'll get into the config. So let's say you want to buy some cookies. You can click middle mouse button to sell all. You don't have 5 cookies to sell. We can click to buy some. The awesome part about this is that it tells you what you're buying, and you can add as many as you want. So let's say, I don't know, let's do I guess 50. I bought 50 cookies for 105. It works out the price, and it gives you it. Right click to sell. I sell 45, and you can click middle mouse button to sell the rest. Another awesome feature is the permissions. No, this permissions. You already have the essentials.msg permission. You already have the essentials.me permission. So basically, you can make them by permissions. If you really want that. There's other stuff like, I think, flag my server. Enchantments, you can buy enchantments. You have to hold the item in your hand, of course. So if I go ahead and hold some of these, what are they? So knockback 1, eco. Let's give myself some money real quick. Okay, so I gave myself some money. Now if I try and enchant fortune, I now have fortune 2 on it. If I go ahead and enchant knockback, I now have knockback on it. Of course they work. Yeah, you can buy command shops. Command shops. So this one says hello Sean42 in the server. This one messages you from the console. You can buy spawners, I believe. This is a skeleton, it says there. I believe you need SilkSpawners for this also. So that's an awesome feature for that. You can also sell fireworks, of course. Of course they'll work as you set them up in the config. And yeah, so they're fairly really good. It is really good. I just can't explain how good it is for your server. So I'll go ahead and hop into the config now. As always, I'll get it up on your screen here. And let's start. Oh, this is essentials, my bad. Let's start with, all you do is drag and drop these in here. If you don't need SilkSpawners, it's just for the spawners shop. If you want to sell spawners for your server, then you need that. So you just drag and drop these in, they create config files for each, but all we're going to go into is the ShopGUI plus config. So the first things you'll notice is language, shops and config. Obviously the language file, again, self-explanatory. You can change the prefix, you can change it to your language, you can change the sold, the item, the enchants, permissions, the dialogue. You can change absolutely everything in these. Okay, so let's start with the config. So when you first open this, the shop name, so if you do slash shop, at the top there's shop menu. So if I go ahead and just change it to Sean shop. So now if I do shop reload, now it says Sean shop. Oh, don't want that. Shop menu size, so that's 9. If I put 18, it has to be divisible by 9, so that means 9, 18, 27, 36, so on here. So if I do another reload, now it has 2 rows. I'm going to keep that at 9 for now, so back at 9. Enable sell all. So if you have, let's say we go into this and to do that and click middle mouse, it sells all of it in your inventory. So if you have like 2 stacks of wool, click middle mouse and it will sell all of it and work out a price and give you the money, which is really awesome. I can show you now actually. So if I go to give myself some wool, let's give myself some orange, like as I said, 2 stacks. You can do anything, doesn't have to be 2 stacks. Middle mouse and there you go. Sold 128 wool, which is equivalent to 2 stacks. You can disable that there, so if I put that to false, now no such thing as middle mouse clicking, it doesn't do anything. So it doesn't come up saying you can't sell all. It's just basically a, yeah, it's like a normal shop now. It just doesn't say anything. It is a normal shop overall, it just doesn't say anything about selling everything now. Okay, next one. The buy GUI. I believe that is when you type this and you do this. This is the buy GUI. You can disable that, so if I change that to false, and if I also change the sell GUI to false, so now if I click it, it just automatically gives you it. So if you don't want them to go through the GUI and you want them to only get the specific amount you set in the config, just disable that, and then they can't choose how much they want. If you're wanting specific amounts. Okay. Also we can't sell now, so if I go ahead and right click, oh my bad, I'm in the GUI. You can sell, you just can't have the GUI. Sell all GUI. This is the, I believe, when you go ahead and buy, it says to sell all in the middle. That GUI won't be there anymore. I can't show that right now because I have these disabled, but if I try, I'll show you now. If I just put these back to true. Oh my bad, not butcher. Okay, the sell all GUI. I believe that's this one here. So now if I do this, yeah, it's gone now. So now you can't sell all. Yeah. Return to shop. Basically, after you buy, let's say I just brought one of these, it'll still open it. If I change that to false, it will automatically close the shop. So now, boom, boom, closed. You can go back to doing what you're doing. Awesome, awesome little piece of feature there. Hide buy price from unbuyable. I'm not sure what this means actually. I haven't tried this one myself, so I guess we can both give that a go. So apparently it hides the buy price. I'm not sure how that works. Let's just read that real quick. Define whether lines containing the buy placeholder should be hidden. Okay, so if you go to that here, you see how it says the buy here, buy price, that will be hidden now. So you should no longer be able to see that. Invert, okay, so you can make it so left click would be to buy and right click would be to sell if you want to make it different. In case you're, I don't know, say you're left-handed or you're right-handed, it can change that. Oh my bad, did not mean to open scope. And then the law format, so if we hover over these, you can change how these format. So click with middle mouse button to sell all, if you just to sell every item. I'll just show you this now. Now it'll say to sell every item. You can change this here. The percent buy, percent sell, percent is the price, obviously. Sell and buy. Item buy GUI. This is in the GUIs, you just change the names of them. Same for each one. And then you can log it to console. You can log it to a file format. You can change that here. Format of all transactions. You can make it so when it logs to console it says player brought that, player sold that, and player sold all. Go back button. This is the button here. Go back to categories. You can just change that there. It's very simple. And the buttons again. The next page. Oh, this doesn't have a next page. Let's just go to food. So the next page is here. Previous page, next page. You can just change them here. The materials and everything. Amount to select. So basically, when you're buying it, you can change these. You can make these different, which is awesome. So you can change these, I don't know, let's say you can put these to emeralds or something, something really cool, diamonds, make it look a bit fancy. These are all the items, obviously, and then the shop menu items. So when you do /shop, this is where you change it all. So let's change food, as it's a cake, let's just make it a diamond. Quantity 1. The damage, I am not quite sure what this damage does, but we can leave that for now. Name is, let's put and B diamonds, make an aqua diamond name. And then if we change, let's make and A for a little light green. Let's change this to get free diamonds here. And then shop, it'll open a food shop and it's in slot 0, which is the first one. The shop food will have to be, it'll be configurable in here. So if I change that to something now, it won't work because you have to configure it. So if we just quickly do that, get 3 diamonds here, and it says diamond, and it still opens the food shop, and we can still go back and so on. And you can change all of the rest here in the GUI. So that's the config. Now if you go into shops, right, first thing you'll see is the food shop, which is the one we just went into. As you can see, the first one will be the bread. Food shop page percent is the page number. So if you're wondering what that is, so if I go ahead and change this to and B, let's call this diamond, and let's make this and A, make it a bit darker so you can see it. And B, the page number, and the bracket back to and 8. So now if we look at the top there, it looks a bit more, you could say, darker. Can't really see the aqua, but it will do. So if we change this, this is the items, so let's leave that for now. Items, number 1 be the first item here. Basically these numbers can be anything, but you generally want to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because you can change the slots. So if I put this to 55, it should still work. So doesn't matter what number you call this, but it's nice to name the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you know which number slot they'll be in here. So type, it's an item. So the valid values are item. So we're doing an item. Permissions, enchantment or command. So we're going to do an item, and we're going to change the material to diamond. The materials here, you can get a list here of the materials for your shop, because they do use the, I believe it uses the bucket material list, which means let's say you're going to do, yeah, exactly, ACR door. You have to do ACR underscore door. Some stupid things like diode. Oh, diode. You have to put diode and stuff to be able to get that working. It's very easy to bucket API there. The quantity, so let's give them 1 diamond. The damage, oh okay, so the damage is basically, let's say I do /I, let's give myself 2, that's grass, and if I do I log, that's normal log. If I do :1, gives me spruce. So if I change this to 1 and put that to wood, it will now give me wood spruce. Let's name this to and a wood, and the law, let's put and a 3 wood. Buy price to be -1, which means you can't buy it, and sell price to be -1 also, so you can't sell it, and it'll be in slot 0, which is the first one. So now if I go to shop, there you go, 3 wood. You can't sell this item and you can't buy it. Yes, that's basically how that works. And then you need to do the rest here, like grilled pork, quantity, the damage, which is basically the colon, then the next bit, buy price, sell price in the slot, and so on and so on. And then you just copy and paste it for other shops, or you can edit the other ones. For permissions, you type permission, and then the permission node you want to give them. So let's say, let's give them a SilkSpawners place permission. There you go. We can change the item it looks like, so let's make it a diamond axe. We want one of them, and the name, that'll be the name that they see. So SilkSpawners place permission, and the enchantments on the thing, and to buy it will cost 50 on the item I meant, and to sell it will cost 25. So make that -1 so you can't sell it. So now if you go into the permissions, SilkSpawners place permission, you already have SilkSpawners.place permission because I'm op. But if I de-op myself and give myself, you don't have access to permissions page shop. Okay, so each page is permission based, so you have to give them permissions to each shop, which is awesome, because if you want to go ahead and make a different shop and let users see let users not see it, you can just make it permission based, and yeah, it basically works like that. And so on. Enchantments, you do enchantments and then enter space dash space, then enchantment you want, which is very simple. The wall shop, you have to use the damage thing because they are different walls, so 1 for that, 2, 3, and keep going up. You don't have to go up 1, 2, 3, it just depends, but I'll show you what I mean now. So you press Alt F3H, and then you hover over it, it says 35:11. So if you do wall, so that's I wall, :11, it'll give me the blue wall that we just looked at there. There you go, that's basically how the damage works. And then so on for commands, you can make it say dash, yeah, basically what just happened, say hello, then the player percent is the player name. You can do much more with it. Then fireworks, the fireworks power, I believe, is the power of the firework, obviously, and then the effects of the fireworks. The type, you can do the types of it, the ballage, the creeper face, the colours for it and everything. I will leave a link to the page for it, just so you can see how to set all these up. For spawners, I believe it's the last one, you literally just type spawner, true, mob, and then what mob you want. So we can put this to zombie, and that'll be a zombie. You just rename this to zombie, or you don't even have to put a name, you can generally just do that. You can also do that with the law. So if we go back up, let's find the law real quick. For the food one, the law, let's go to the law and the name for this wood one we just made in the food shop. So now if we do shop reload, oh my bad, oh god, oh I got up myself again. Shop reload, so now it's shop, and now it has no name or no law, it's just very basic. even it has no name, you still hover over it and it still gives the name of the item. So yeah, that's really awesome. And that's to wrap it up for this video. Basically, that's all I had to explain. If I did miss some stuff, like I mention every time, please message me or leave a comment or message me on Spigot. My name is Sean042 on Spigot, and I will make a part 2 to this. If you want me to do other tutorials, please just message me again. I will be doing some free ones. Anything you want, just please message me and I will make it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and share it with your friends, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.